Welcome back. Today we are going to take a walk through a grocery store. We'll check out the best food choices and explain how to read food labels so you can feel confident and ready to jump into healthful eating.
Some people focus on convenience foods. Others like to cook. We will look at the grocery items for both kinds of people. Whatever your capacity, we've got you covered. By the way, don't go to the grocery store hungry, unless you want to end up with all kinds of impulse purchases. When you arrive at the grocery store, head to the produce section first and check out the fresh fruits and vegetables. For starters, fresh fruit is the world's most convenient snack. We recommend having apples, oranges, grapes, strawberries, bananas, or other fruit items at your home or at work on the ready. You might want to buy extra so you always have some on hand. It is great to select a variety of colors to get the greatest range of nutrients. Think of it as eating the rainbow. For the most part, the color of a fruit or vegetable is a good indicator of its nutrient content. It's ideal to buy fruits and vegetables that are in season for the freshest, tastiest, and most nutritious meals possible. They will also generally be less expensive. While buying organic is always a good idea, the most important thing is to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, whether they are organic or not. You'll still get great nutrients from conventionally grown produce, so don't let that stand in your way. Also in the produce aisle are fresh herbs and spices that will add wonderful flavors. Cilantro, parsley, thyme, rosemary, basil, mint, and sage are great to try. They bring a whole new level of interest to your dishes for your taste buds. The produce section may also feature fruit salads that are ready to eat, baby carrots ready to go, broccoli that's already washed and cut into florets, and other handy, convenient items. Also in the produce section, at many stores are plant-based products like tofu and low-fat meat alternatives. See what you find. It pays to stick to those that are low in fat though. Look for those that have no more than 3 grams of fat per serving.
Let's head to the cereal aisle. Oatmeal is a great choice, but so are many cold cereals. Both are great bases that can be topped with blueberries, strawberries, or other fruit and splashed with a non-dairy milk like soy milk or almond milk. Speaking of plant-based milks, let's take a look at the ever-growing variety in the dairy case. We will get more into the details of each next week, but for now know that each plant-based milk has its own unique nutritional qualities, so reading labels is key. Many are fortified with vitamins and minerals like B12 and D. Try a few different ones, see which ones you like best. If possible, opt for ones without added sugar. Skip coconut milk, though, which unfortunately tends to be high in saturated fat. Okay, let's find some whole grains. In the rice section, you'll find brown and wild rice, which are filling and tasty. The pasta is often nearby. Most pasta products are fine. They're made with just wheat, but skip those that have added egg. Noodles that contain egg are often labeled and have a yellow color. While we're over in this section, check out the spaghetti sauces. Read the labels and skip those with added cheese, meat, or lots of oil. Speaking of grains, corn and corn tortillas, quinoa, millet, and farro are also great options to consider. Next up is the bread aisle. Whole wheat or whole grain breads, including rye and pumpernickel, are great and often fully plant-based. Some grocery stores will have a bulk section. If yours does, it can be a great way to save money. Foods like rice, oats, quinoa, beans, lentils, and others often cost a fraction of the price of packaged varieties. These are great dietary staples that are generally shelf-stable for at least 6 months. Nutritional yeast may also be available in the bulk section, though sometimes it's in the baking aisle. If you don't see it at the regular grocery store, any health food store will have it. Nutritional yeast adds a cheesy flavor to pizza, spaghetti sauces, and other foods without any of the fat. Be aware that nutritional yeast is different from baking or brewer's yeast. It has a bright yellow color and a unique flavor.
Let's jump over to the frozen foods. Frozen vegetables are already washed, cut, packaged, and ready to use straight out of the bag. Broccoli or cauliflower florets, spinach, and many other items are there, just waiting to plop into a saucepan or sometimes even a microwave. They are quick, nutritious, and often amazingly inexpensive. You will also find frozen berries, which are super convenient. Frozen vegetables, berries, and other foods are usually picked and frozen at the peak of ripeness, which maintains their nutrient content. Frozen foods can often be bought in larger quantities as well for extra savings. The frozen food aisle also stocks a variety of convenient lunches and dinner items. Frozen burritos, pizzas, veggie burgers, and many other items. Check out the plant-based choices. Moving on, many stores have special sections for Asian, Italian, Mexican, and other cuisines, often featuring a wide variety of beans, grains, sauces, and spices, many of which are healthy, low-fat, and plant-based. Canned foods tend to be inexpensive and convenient because of their long shelf life. For this reason, cans can be helpful for incorporating more vegetables, fruits, and beans into your diet when you are tight on money or time. It's a good idea to drain and rinse veggies and beans to reduce the sodium as much as possible, or opt for low sodium or salt-free brands. Also, it pays to buy canned fruits packed in 100% juice instead of syrup. Now, hop on over to the salad bar. Many grocery stores feature salad bars where you can pick up hot or cold items. A salad of greens with cherry tomatoes, beets, diced onion, and chickpeas is super convenient. There's also pasta salads, side vegetables, and many more items. See what you can find.
Now that you have an idea about the different sections in a grocery store, let's go over how to read a label on packaged foods. We'll start with the ingredient list. The ingredients are listed in order based on how much of it is in the food product. If you see meat, milk products, eggs, or other animal-derived ingredients, set that product aside and look for a more healthful choice. Many products make this easy by listing allergens in bold. If, for example, dairy products or eggs have been used, they will be listed at the end of the ingredient lists in bold. Now, let's look at the numbers in the nutrition facts section. First up is the total fat content. Remember, our goal is to get the fat out of our cells so that we can reverse insulin resistance. If each serving of a particular food has 3 or less grams of fat, you're doing great. Unfortunately, many products have higher fat content than 3 grams. Products like these will slow your progress. Do you see the fat content? Second, check the serving size. A product might actually appear low in fat, but only because the serving size is so small. You'll need to take this into account. For example, let's say a vegan gravy has 3 grams of fat in a 1 tablespoon serving. If you normally use 2 tablespoons of gravy on something like a baked potato, you'll need to double that fat content. Your serving will actually give you 6 grams of fat, which is more than we recommend getting from any single food item. Next, check saturated fat and cholesterol. Saturated fat is the bad fat that raises cholesterol and has actually been linked to Alzheimer's disease. You want this to be very close to 0. Meanwhile, any cholesterol is a red flag. Cholesterol is only found in animal products, so if this number is anything other than 0, you'll want to find a different food to eat. Lastly, check how much fiber is in the item. A good source of fiber would have about 3 grams or more per serving. And remember that we're aiming for about 40 grams each day.
Hopefully today's tour through the grocery store and review of food labels has given you some new ways to think about shopping for food. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.